Nation, welcome back to another exciting edition of AI Fight Club. Let's see who's in the matchup tonight. The first opponent will be the amazing Spider-Man, and he will be armed with a spork. I'm sure Spider-Man will have no problem turning a spork into a deadly weapon. And his opponent will be none other than Batman! Now this is an exciting matchup. And Batman will be armed with a stuffed swordfish. You know, with enough planning, Batman is deadly with just about anything. I have no doubts a stuffed swordfish is something he's trained for. And where will this epic combat take place? On a football field. Okay, so not a lot of skyscrapers for them to use their grappling hooks or webs. Just an all-out slobber knocker. Flat, open terrain. This should be a good match. All right, Nation. The stage is set. In the distant future of next week, where technology has surpassed all limits, two combatants find themselves transported to an unknown arena. They are strangers to each other, yet they are forced to fight to the death. Neither of them knows why they have been brought here or who's behind this twisted game, but they both understand one thing. If they want to survive, they must fight. As they look around, they see they are in a football field with no escape in sight. They both notice a weapon lying at their feet. The first combatant is Spider-Man, the web-slinging, wall-crawling crime fighter from New York City, and he is armed with a spork. The second combatant is Batman, the crime-fighting Caped Crusader from Gotham City, and is armed with a stuffed swordfish. The two combatants approach each other, each intent on killing the other and earning their freedom. Okay. Spider-Man, yay, spork! Batman, boo! Spidey, you're a cheater. You used your batarang to throw it away. Bavek, that's what you think, bub. Who is Bavek? Spidey, oh, I do? Well, how about this? He swings over to Batman, throws his spork at him, and then quickly pulls out his own batarang. Spider-Man has a batarang. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Spidey, not yet you won't, bub. Spidey's talking like Wolverine. I've got a surprise for you. He runs to the other end of the field and throws the batarang back at Bavik. Is this supposed to be Batman? Just because I am worried about this, I'm going to change Bavik to Batman. All right, so far, Spidey threw his spork at Batman, quickly pulled out his own batarang, and then ran across the other end of the field and threw the batarang at Batman that Batman dodged. Let me see. Yeah, sure I do. Come here, kid. Don't call me kid. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm old enough to be your father. Or maybe that's just a dig at Batman. Maybe Spider-Man knows that Batman's parents are dead. But if you don't take it, I'll have to kill you. Nice. Hardcore right away. I like it. Batman, if you try to trick me again, I swear to God, I will punch you so hard your mama will hear it. Spidey, what? Your mother's dead. Again, Spidey really going to town with the dead parents thing. Batman, my mother is alive and well, thank you very much, and she's gonna kick your ass. She hasn't seen me since I was 6 years old. Batman, I'm not taking any chances. I'm gonna kill you. He charges at Spider-Man, swinging his bat wildly. Does NovelAI think that Batman is called Batman because he has a baseball bat? Spidey, now, don't rush things. No, rush things. This is a fight to the death. Why don't we just talk about this? Batman, talk? You wanna talk? He grabs Spidey and punches him across the face. You really thought I wouldn't know what you were just trying to throw me off balance? You're lucky I'm a forgiving man. Now you better watch out or I'll throw you in a deep, dark pit. Spidey, wow, I've never heard anyone threaten someone else with a pit before. That's pretty cool. Batman, shut up. Just shut up. Spidey is employing his world-famous wit to both distract and just irritate the hell out of his opponent. Spidey, oh crap, this is bad. I'm getting tired of dodging. He turns back toward the ground. I'll kill you, Batman. I'll kill you. Good. Batman, what? I am Spider-Man. He takes a step forward, and I'm not afraid of you. Batman, you can't hit me, Spidey. I'm wearing a friggin' bat suit. Spidey, ha, that's true. You totally can't be hurt. Batman, that's right. He charges at Spider-Man again. Let's do this, Spider-Man. We'll see who gets to live. Batman, I hate to break it to you, but you're going down. Spidey, oh yeah? Watch this. He runs at Batman, throwing a web line at him. He throws another. Batman, charges at Spider-Man again with his back turned. Spider-Man's back is turned. He's not charged. Batman is not charging backwards. He's charging at Spider-Man. Spider-Man's back is turned, I think. I think. It's kind of hard to tell. What did you do to me, Spider-Man? Spidey, it's called a web line. Batman, it's super strong and you can't escape. Batman, how did you do that? Spidey, with a little bit of webbing, that's how. He wraps up Batman in a big web ball. Batman, I'll take your head off, Spidey. He swings at him with his fists. Then I'll throw it at your face. Batman, come on, Spidey, kill me, please. Spidey, why? Just because you asked nicely? He swings at Batman. Batman, no, I mean, please, put me out of my misery. Take my life, please. Maybe this is Christian Bale's Batman, who, as Bane said, kind of welcomed death. I thought this was comic book Batman. Spidey, okay, fine then, I'll take your life. Swings at Batman again. Batman, no, please don't hurt me, I beg of you. I promise I'll never bother you again. He falls to the ground. Spidey, ha! See, Batman, that wasn't so hard. I could do that every day. Maybe I will. If you insist on dying so often, I won't feel bad about doing it over and over again. He's gonna kill him over and over again? Spidey's going dark. Spidey, see you later, Batman. He runs away. No, we're undoing that. We'll start from here. So they begin to attack each other. Spider-Man, here comes the Spork, Batmobile, and here comes the Bat. The Batmobile is now involved? Spidey, woohoo, gonna finish you off, Batman. Batman, gladly, here goes the Spork. Spidey, oof, ouch, ow, oh man, that hurt. Batman, I've got you now, Spidey. Spidey, ha ha ha. Batman, ha 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 ha. Spidey, ah, oh, Batman, that hurts so much. Batman, ha, ho 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 ho. This actually kind of reads like a very strange comic book. At the end of the battle, Spider-Man has managed to destroy the Batmobile, but Batman has somehow survived. Batman, no way, how are you still alive, Spider-Man? Spider-Man, oh yeah, well, you're not as tough as you used to be. Batman, I'm tougher than ever. I've never felt better. I can take anything you throw at me. Spider-Man, really? Maybe you should check your blood sugar. If you eat too many carbs, it'll spike up. Then you'll crash hard. Batman, you're an idiot, Spider-Man. Nope. Okay, we'll try from here. Batman, Spider-Man, you're going down. Spidey, yeah, woohoo. Spidey throws a huge web at Batman. Batman, not so fast. Spidey, huh? Don't worry, I won't let you get away. Oh, thank goodness. What are you talking about? What the fuck is happening? Spidey, well, I'm gonna end you now. Spidey swings up in the air, firing his web shooters wildly. Batman, hold it. What are you doing? Spidey, ending you. Batman, then just hold on a minute, will you? That's enough webbing. Stop. Spidey, why should I listen to you, Batman? Batman, because I'm Batman. Spidey, really? Wow, I had no idea you were Batman. Spidey fires 2 more webbings at Batman, who dodges them easily. Batman, that's enough web shooters too. Stop. Spidey, hey, Batman, you're hilarious. I'm serious. My real name is Bruce Wayne. Spidey, you're kidding, right? You're telling him your secret identity? Batman, of course I'm not kidding. I'm Batman. Now stop wasting my time. Of course I'm not kidding. I'm Batman. Spidey, okay, I get it. You're Batman. Do you really think I'm funny? Batman, I do. Spidey, but you're Batman. Batman, yes, I know. Is Batman a good judge of humor? Yes, I know, I already told you. Spidey, then why didn't you tell me earlier? I thought it would be funnier if you had to figure out who I was. What? Spidey, how could you possibly think that would be funny? It's not funny, it's sad. Spidey, gosh, Batman, you're a pretty heavy guy, huh? Yep. That's Batman. So what's your plan? Are you gonna beat me up until I stop being funny? Batman, no. Spidey, then what? I mean, your plan should be to kill each other. Batman, I'm going to kill you. Spidey, oh man, well that sucks. So much for humor, huh? I didn't say it wasn't funny, Spidey. I said it was sad. Spidey, well that makes sense. I mean, how else would you describe losing to a guy who doesn't even have a secret identity anymore? Batman, you're making fun of me again. Spidey, sure, why not? After all, that's what superheroes do. I won't let you in. You sure about that? You're the Dark Knight. You're Batman. Yes, I am, and I will beat you. And then what? Are you gonna live happily ever after? Probably not. Batman, no. Spidey, because you're Batman. Batman, no. Spidey, aw, what a sad ending, but still funny. Batman, I'm not laughing. Spidey, sorry, Batman, I just wanted to make sure you were listening. I'll give you some credit, though. You're definitely good at dodging punches, but you're not very fast, and you're too big, and you're not strong enough, and you've got no gadgets, and you can't fly, and you have bad breath, and you're too old, and your parents never loved you, and your best friend is dead, and you're Jewish, and you have cancer, and you're afraid. What? And you're afraid you're gonna die alone, and you're mad at yourself because you know you shouldn't feel sorry for yourself. Dude, Spidey is going off right now. especially since there are people whose lives are actually worse than yours, but you still do, which is something most of us never get over. And if you do end up dying alone, you probably deserve it, considering all the things you put everyone else through. So yeah, maybe you should take up smoking. And if you don't like that idea, then try drinking instead, because I hear alcohol's great at taking away pain. And you know you really want to go out with a bang, you could always jump off a building, but I wouldn't recommend it if you can avoid it, because you might as well commit suicide, because that way, at least you're guaranteed to die. Whereas if you try jumping off a building and you fail, you just spend the rest of eternity wondering whether you'd have been better off just sticking around and trying again. And even if you succeed, you're still going to be stuck with the same life you had before you jumped, which means you're going to have to go through all of that shit again? This is a serious monologue. And if you don't believe me, then ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Because if so, then you should probably just jump off that building right now, because that's what the luckiest people in the world would do. And if you don't feel lucky, then I guess you're going to have to keep living out your miserable life, which is just plain sad, you know? And while we're on the subject, I'm not Jewish, my parents love me, and I don't have cancer. I'm also not afraid to die because I know I'm gonna die someday, but you can't stop me from doing that. Sorry, Batman. I know you think you're so brave, but when you come face to face with death and you're gonna realize that you're just a big coward. Batman, you're a very strange person. That was some interesting trash talking from Spider-Man. I mean, that was a brutal monologue that touched on a lot of things, maybe a little anti-Semitic. So we need to get them back to fighting. Okay, we're sending this. They charged each other once more. Now it's giving us the definition of batarang. They were both ready to throw down. They clashed together and they began to fall back. Their moves became wilder and faster. Both combatants were getting tired and they couldn't move as fast as they used to. It was clear that neither combatant had much left in the tank. Spidey came flying at Batman, swinging his arms and legs at him. He threw punches at Batman's chest and stomach. Batman raised a hand, blocking Spidey's punches. Then he kicked at his side. Spidey tried to kick him in return, but Batman blocked it with his foot and pushed Spidey back. And Spider-Man did something unexpected. He grabbed hold of Batman's cape. Batman let out a yell and swung wildly. Spidey held on tight. When Batman stopped moving, Spidey released his grip. Batman went tumbling through the air like a rag doll. Spidey continued to attack Batman, beating him up and landing blows. Batman got back up quickly. He stumbled a bit but caught himself. His arm was injured. He could feel it. Batman raised his baton, ready to strike Spidey. He has a baton now? Okay. There's a baton? I'm sorry. Suddenly, Spidey was back on top of him. He punched and kicked at Batman. Then he jumped onto his back, wrapping both hands around Batman's neck. Spider-Man started choking him. Batman struggled to breathe. He couldn't get oxygen into his lungs. He felt lightheaded. He fell to his knees. Spider-Man took advantage of the opportunity. He wrapped his legs around Batman's waist. Spider-Man straddled Batman's body. Spider-Man put his elbows over Batman's throat. Spider-Man looked down at Batman. Spider-Man then moved his head so that his mask was resting directly over Batman's eye. Spider-Man smiled. He was about to kill Batman. Then he heard a sound. It was the crowd cheering. Batman saw this. He realized that he wasn't going to win. He didn't know how he was going to escape, but he had to try. He had to somehow defeat Spider-Man before he killed him. Batman turned his back towards Spidey. He slowly stood up, avoid being choked again, but he was wrong. Batman was preparing himself for a good old-fashioned butt kicking. You were on the ropes, man. Batman prepared to punch Spider-Man in the face, but Spider-Man had already taken advantage of the situation. He grabbed hold of Batman's belt and pulled it out from under his suit. Spider-Man tore open Batman's pants. Spidey, what are you doing? He found his cock and balls and squeezed. Batman yelled in pain and shock. He fell over onto his back. Spider-Man laughed. He was enjoying himself. No. Spider-Man is not stroking off Batman. Undoing that. All right. Why did the AI just try to turn this into gay porn? Spider-Man smiled. He was about to kill Batman. Couldn't believe what he was about to do, but he was gonna kill him anyway. He leaned forward, putting all his weight on Batman's neck. Batman made a gurgling sound. Spider-Man pressed harder. Batman's face turned red. Spider-Man tightened his grip even more. Batman coughed and gasped for air. His eyes rolled back in his head. Then he lost consciousness. He walked away from Batman, looking at him. He wasn't sure why he hadn't killed him. You have to kill him. It was his job to kill the man who attacked him. He had done that already. It was time to kill Batman. Spidey approached Batman, still unconscious, took his mask off. He then reached inside his costume and pulled out a small handgun. He pointed it at Batman's head and shot him right between the eyes. The bullet hit Batman in the forehead. It went straight into his brain. Spidey watched as Batman's body jerked. Then Batman's eyes opened wide. He was staring up at Spidey. Then he slowly closed his eyes. He died. Well, that was a dramatic fight. But the winner is Spider-Man. After he shot Batman right between the eyes. Jesus. Now that was a brutal fight. That was the most hardcore fight we've had yet. It took a lot of finagling with the AI, but goddamn, pulling out a handgun at the very end and just shooting him right between the eyes. Dear God. Hey, you know what? Props to Spider-Man though. He had a job to do, he did it. So the winner is Spider-Man via gunshot to the forehead. All right, well that was AI Fight Club. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.